Hey guys, welcome to a new video. It's been a long time. So let's start with 20 new jailbreak tweaks. And I don't want to waste your time, so let's dive right into it. So the first one is Amanda. There's no settings for the tweak, but if you turn on the Do Not Disturb mode, your notifications will look like this. So it's not red, it's like less intrusive and it's purplish. The second one is AppEditor. It's not a free tweak, it's 4.99, but it has tons of customizations and it can really edit any app on your home screen any way you like. So you can enable the tweak in the settings and you can have it as swipe up or force touch. So I'll show you how it works. So there is a separate AppEditor, but when you go to your home screen and you swipe up any icon, you swipe up, you get these options where you can open the Filza, clear cache, disable notifications for a certain app, disable in-app notify, downgrade the previous versions. You can change the way your app icon looks like, change the location, which is pretty cool, copy bundle, disable tweaks for this app, set password, all sorts of things. And most importantly for me, duplicate the app. So you can have this duplicated and you can have multiple apps like WhatsApp, for example. You can duplicate the app and then you can have two different numbers. However, when I tried it, the second WhatsApp application on my home screen did not show notifications, so you have to go in the app to see the notifications. But anyway, it can be highly useful. So this is a pretty awesome tweak called AppEditor. The next free tweak is Campy. Very awesome, very cool tweak where you can clear EXIF data, make GIFs, import photos, export photos, and many other things directly from or to camera roll from the pasteboard. So, for example, what I like is that if I go to my app, camera app, this is me, and you have this little thingy here, so the picture is copied. As you can see, I can go, for example, to my notes, and I can just do paste, and my picture shows here. So among other things, this thing can create GIFs from live photos, can clear photos or videos, EXIF data, quickly copy photo video to pasteboard, import photos to camera roll, etc, etc. So it's pretty awesome, pretty cool tweak, Campy. Another cool tweak is Cucu. It's a free tweak and it customizes your notifications. So for example, when you receive notification, you see that notification will be filled with color, and then when it's filled, it will go away. And also you can disable the tap action for a couple of seconds. So when you tap it, it's not going to open the app immediately, which is very useful if you tapped it unintentionally. You can dismiss notification after more than or less than 5 minutes. You can have the timer as well. So when you do this, it will show you this timer here when the notification will disappear, which is pretty cool. You can customize the timer and you can customize the fill with colors. So it's pretty awesome tweak and a free one. Another free tweak for today is Diary. So Diary makes your lock screen look like Windows 10 lock screen. And here how it looks. Here it is. I'll show you. So you can see that you have same interface as in Windows 10. So you can have your calendar, time, date, Wi-Fi, cellular data, battery, all sorts of things. You can customize these things in the application, time and date, different formats, locale, all sorts of different things. There are too many of them. You can customize the greeting. I said iGeek hello, right? You can customize the media player if you want. You can customize the background to have different wallpapers all the time if you like. You can set the passcode if you want, and you have many other things. You can also enable Windows 11 if you prefer. So this is Diary free tweak and it looks pretty awesome. The following tweak is also free. It's very simple. It means it's called Enhancer for YouTube Premium. So if you have a YouTube Premium account, you will see that there is a premium here and you can click this OP and you get additional set of customizations to allow HD on cellular data, disable video and screen pop-ups if you hate those. If you don't want to see those info cards, you can remove them. You can disable the video autoplay, double tap to skip, all sorts of different things. in here. So this just works if you have the YouTube Premium account, and you can install Enhancer for YouTube Premium and enjoy additional features. So the next one is also free. It's FancySelection. It changes the way your selection menu looks like when you have a jailbroken phone. So here it is how mine looks like. So it takes the color of the app itself, and it's vertical, and you can scroll through different options on the text. So you can select one portion, you can cut, copy, paste, lookup, share, copy, log, uppercase or capitalize, all sorts of things you can change. You can even translate. There is a support for translate. The settings are pretty straightforward. You can set the buttons that you want to see all the time. You can have the extra buttons, you can have extra style buttons if you prefer. Then you can have the windows vertical scroll or horizontal scroll, size, weight, height, all sorts of things. You can customize the texts, you can customize the images, separators if you don't like these, all sorts of things. So this is pretty awesome, and of course it has a support for Translate because it's the same developer. So this developer is really awesome, and he always gives us great tweaks. So Heartliness is the next tweak, and it also customizes your lock screen, and this is how mine looks now if you prefer this simpler way of customizing stuff. So it's very simple. You have 3 styles: strawberry, cherry, peach. You can move the position to the left or to the right of your text. Then you can customize the Face ID lock if you want. You can customize the text, the format, the custom font, size, all sorts of things. You can really go crazy with this. You can customize the colors as well, each color for all the elements of the lock screen text. You can customize the app next if you want. You have miscellaneous where you can have it compatible with MagSafe chargers, all sorts of things. So if you really are into it, to customize your lock screen, also check out the Heartlines. The next one is very simple, fairly straightforward. It's called IWantTranslucent. So when you hold it, you will see here that these options here are translucent, so they're kind of transparent instead of being white as Apple intended. So this is the only thing that the tweak does. Another tweak from Miro92. So again with text and keyboard. This is actually a continuation of SwipeSelection Pro, if you remember that tweak. So this is this is the tweak for easily manipulating your text. And when you go into here, you will see that I can swipe left and right and my cursor will move like in the swipe selection. But if I go below, I can select the text, as you can see. So the upper part of the keyboard is half of the keyboard on the upper part is for moving, and the lower part is for selecting text. And you can also customize this. So this is pretty neat tweak, and it gives you tons of options where you can set the, for moving and for selecting the text. I chose top area for moving and bottom area for selecting. This is something logical to me, but you can customize this as well. You can set the cursor speed, activation sensitivity, keyboard area settings. So you can have, below, above 50% of your keyboard. You can choose to select the delete key or to select the shift key or both, etc. So there are many things that you can choose from, and this is highly useful tweak, and I highly recommend it. Now when I've enabled the next tweak, you can see that my things on the status bar have changed colors. This is due to the Meredith tweak that I've just enabled, and you will see that the tweak has tons of customizations. Where you can have the system-wide, you can select the colors for each segment of the status bar. You can set all different colors, or you can set them all same colors. You can do the same thing for system-wide apps, tint color, text color, battery color, navbar colors, tab bar, and you can select different colors for each one of these elements. As you can see, also this navigation bar is purplish for me. So this is also thanks to Meredith. You also have different customizations in the miscellaneous, cursor color, badges color, MagSafe color, all sorts of different things. Also, you can customize certain apps, third-party apps. Not all of them are supported, but certain apps you can customize. You can enable the tint color, text color, and change. So basically, you're just manipulating with colors with Meredith, and this is paid tweak. I think it's 0.74 something, very cheap, and I think it's worth checking out. NetworkList is a free tweak, very useful one, which shows you all the known networks, Wi-Fi networks that you've connected in the past, and you can see certain data and information about these Wi-Fi networks, and it gives you just this option, additional options in the Wi-Fi settings, where you go into known networks, and then you will be able to see your previous one. So, and you can go inside and check out certain data if you know what these things mean. For example, I have no idea. But in those that are locked, you will be able also to see inside what is the password for that specific Wi-Fi network. So pretty cool tweak, NetworkList. The next tweak is a paid one. It's called Playtopia 2. And Playtopia 2, when you play some music on Spotify, Apple Music, you will get this option here to draw it to the middle of the screen, and you can see the now playing music and the song where you can change, right? So this is thanks to Playtopia, and you can just swipe it there, and it will minimize and try not to be very obtrusive. However, the settings are very straightforward, right? I can move it. You can have the blur effect, vibrancy effect, shadows if you want, themes or Spotify, Apple Music, or Playtopia itself. You can pause on edges. When you move it to the side, it will pause the music. Resume when you come back from the edges. You can show it on the lock screen and hide when not playing, which is pretty useful. I'm gonna try that. So this is Playtopia 2. Nice tweak if you like to have full control at any second of your when you play music. SmartVolumeControl is another cool tweak which customizes the way your volume control looks like. So as you can see, I chose the disc style. You have several of these to pick from, so I chose the disc because I pretty like it. I like it a lot. You can see how it looks like. It has a small animation when it comes in. You will see when it goes back, it's just rolling away or coming inside, so it's pretty neat. You can also have adaptive light, dark, or OLED display. You can have the thickness of the glass, the background of it. Then you can change the speaker step, you can have maximum volume stretched, steps by 10, 2, 5, whatever you feel like. You can auto dismiss after 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. You can show it on the lock screen, wake screen, OLED screen, all these. Or you can also change the haptic feedback settings. So it's pretty awesome. You have a lot of things to customize from. So I don't think I need to respring. Let me show you something else. I don't know, Notchy, you can see changes. Classic one is like this. Bottom bar, it shows here. Triangle, it's like this triangle, I don't like it. Then Windows 10, if you like that. Then, video player. Minimal, which is very small on top, and pill here. So very different, many different ways to customize this. The next one is also connected from the same developer. It's the SmartVolumeMixer. So what it does, it gives you the option to enable the menu where you can separately control all sorts of volume sources and outputs. When I do it like this, you can see that I can separately control media volume for receiver, speaker, headphones, Bluetooth headphones, phone call volume levels, extra volume levels for ringtone, notification, Siri, or alarm. So I can easily, separate these controls and, have a better view of it. So one of the ways how you enable it is by shaking. Okay. Yes, you can change the theming style as well. Animation, zoom on touch, zoom on press, whatever you want to do. Activation methods, I did shake action because I did not install AppEditor, but if you have AppEditor installed, you can go crazy with the way you can activate this tweak. Pretty awesome SmartVolumeMixer too. The next one is a paid tweak called Social Composer. When we go to tweaks, I'll show you what it does. So Social Composer actually creates this grabber on the side where you can put it on the left or on the right. and you can change the position up and down and change the color. So what you do, you just drag it and you have your favorite social media apps here invoked. So when I press on Twitter, I can immediately go and compose a new tweet. When I press on this, I can immediately start typing the message, and then I can continue to send it to a selected contact. Same goes with Telegram or any other social media app that you feel comfortable in using. These are the supported apps. You can choose from those. You can enable all of them if you want, or a few of them. So this is pretty neat feature, and it stays there on the screen all the time. It even stays on the lock screen, so you can do the composing even from the lock screen. The next free tweak, very useful for me, is StoreSwitcher. So probably some of you have multiple App Store accounts. So sometimes I use one or the other, depending on my needs, because some of the app stores don't have the apps that I need, so I need to register in the other one, etc., etc. You know the story. So thanks to this tweak, you get this here, this little menu, where you can click on it, and then you can choose different app stores that you are registered in. So as you can see, I have 3 ones. I've used all 3 of them, for different purposes. So that's the only thing that tweak does, and I find it highly useful. Tako is another free tweak, very cool tweak, which actually creates a notification priority hub. So when you lock your device, your notifications will be shown like this. As you can see, it's a small one, then you need to click on it, and then it becomes a little bit bigger to show you the number of notifications. Then once you click again, you will be able to see the preview of that notification. So if you have multiple notifications, you can just put it there on the screen, and you can customize the way it looks like, the cell style if you want. You can sort the apps by name or by the date, etc., etc. Right? Then you can have the grouped view if you want to customize, and you can use the haptic feedback if you want when you click on it. So that's the only thing that tweak does. Another tweak for the customization of your lock screen music player is Vide with Vide. So the tweak basically gives you the options that you can change the appearance, you can hide the time slider, hide controls, hide the volume slider, you can resize it, you can have the background default, custom or artwork color. So when we go on my lock screen and we see the playing music, once I change the song, the background will change as well. So if you prefer these kind of things, that's cool. Custom tint color if you prefer. Media player alpha if you want to change this thing. So pretty self-explanatory tweak. You can also hide now playing app icon if you want. You can customize the wave visualizer if you want to see the waves in the way music plays, etc., etc. And the last one is the Visualyzer, which is connected to this. And you might have noticed that my cellular bars are dancing to the music. So this is thanks to Visualyzer, where you can have these bars or wave lines if you prefer to see how the beat is going. You can also put it in instead of time, but I like it here. You can set the coloring, you can customize the bars, you can customize the wave any way you prefer. You can customize the gesture, where you can one tap to show time signal, or hold tap open current audio app. So this is all pretty neat, and thanks to Visualyzer tweak. Finally, as a bonus, I want to show you 2 nice themes, and I'm thanking the developer for his support and for sharing these themes with me. So these are the 2 themes, Ella and Liaca. So the Ella theme, when I enable it, this is how it looks like. So it has kind of nice embossed way of showing the apps. Not all apps are supported, but anyway, it will be supported if you request it from the developer. So it has this kind of, very slick view, in my opinion. So if you are into these kind of things, I suggest you try Ella. However, if Liaca has a slightly different view and has more icons, for example. So it's more flat, it's not embossed as Ella, and it's more like, I don't know, simpler in my opinion, so I kind of prefer this one over Ella, but again, it's a matter of taste. So go ahead and check these out and support the developer. The guy is really doing an amazing job. And that's it. Okay guys, thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you in my next one.